Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how you doing? What we're going to be talking about right now is what people are seeing and experiencing in everyday life when it comes to being a prepperpantry. And I get sent pictures, videos, emails, and links. And if there's anything that you would like to send me for a video, my email is in the description box below. So this first email comes in from a community member, and she says, the headline says, Coyote in Central Park. They are everywhere in Pinellas County, day and night, an increasing threat to humans. Yeah, I know. It's always like that, especially when it starts getting warmer out. And they always put out things like Facebook and things like that. Like all the sheriff's office, they do that, and they say, don't leave your pets outside because coyotes, they do jump fence. And I've already had experiences with them where they tried to go after my dogs and things like that. Yeah, it's really bad. Yeah, it's especially when it starts to get warm out. Like I said, it's almost a daily occurrence. It really truly is. Yeah. So here's an email from a community member. She said, Hi, I want to tell you my story. 15 years ago, they induced my daughter to deliver early because she was so small. It turned out all right, though I'm definitely not an advocate for this. It was an all-inclusive delivery room where you have the baby in your room and you stay there. That's how it was for me too. When my son was born 26 years ago, Andrew just turned 26 the other day. So yeah, I believe me, I remember what it was like. And she said, I was the first to hold my granddaughter besides the nurse, and don't leave the room thinking that you have the time. My sister did and missed the actual delivery. My daughter's friend cut the umbilical cord, and I don't know how this affects the mother. I would not want to be induced. It was about an hour and a half after the medication, and I had to press the button for the nurse after my daughter started being in pain because they leave after the medication and leave you there for a while. Yes, I know, I remember that. She said, I got the shot for the pain in my back when delivering my daughter, and I cried immediately with joy after my granddaughter was being born. And the only thing is the afterbirth. It's kind of like plopped onto a table. I know. They don't do that anymore, though, because did you know that a lot of women actually take that home? Yeah. And the doctor scraped, looked painful out of the uterus. And I don't remember that when I was giving birth. Ew. Anywho, you get through. Much blessings to you and your daughter-in-law. Yeah. Andrew and Jesse actually went to the doctor on Wednesday. And the doctor actually made the decision that they're not going to induce her. Because that was like what they were like kicking around the idea of inducing her. And the doctor said that he's not going to do that. Jesse's actually, they're going to schedule her for a C-section. And they're going to, allow her to go as far as she can go. But right now, like I said in a previous video, the baby right now is about 6 pounds. And Jesse is just now hitting the 32-week mark. And if Jesse gets to the 40-week mark, the baby will be about 10 pounds. And Jesse is so small still, okay, that she will not be able to push my granddaughter out at all by any means. Because, I mean, if you were to see how little Jessie really truly is, I mean, she's only 4'11". And I mean, you want to talk about, I mean, okay, I mean, she's so small. It's a sin. And she's just like that naturally. I mean, the girl eats, I mean, she's like normal, like you and I are, but she's just so active. You know what I mean? She's just coming and going because, she's got Mia and Giovanni, her two older kids that she's just constantly on the go. I mean, the kid, I mean, she's not a kid, she's 31 now, but, I mean, she's just constantly go, 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 go. And she's just naturally skinny. And her mom is the same way. And so is her sister, Brianna. So, it's just a sin. It really truly is. But she is very depressed right now because she does not want a C-section. But I told her, I said, Jessie, I said, this is a normal thing. It gets done hundreds of thousands of times a day. It's fine. You know what I mean? And I said, and your doctor, who actually was my doctor, he actually delivered Andrew, So I said, he's not going to do something that he does not feel is the safest option, and honestly, a C-section is the safest option, especially for her. Yeah. So it's just, but she's just upset. It's not because of having the C-section. She's upset because I won't be in the delivery room, and neither will her mom, and neither will Andrew. Well, no, I think Andrew is allowed in the room, but I won't be in there, and her mom won't be in there, and that's why she's upset. So, and I said, well, we'll be right there, because they do, like, the room there's actually a window where we can stand there and watch, and it's fine. You know what I mean? But she's upset because I won't be right by her side, and her mom won't be right by her side. That's why she's upset. So here's something that was sent to my community member, and she said, Vietnam, if I recall correctly, it had something to do with the DUMBs. I wasn't alive back then, sweetie, so I'm not quite sure. Maybe somebody in the community can verify that for you. And here is an email from a community member. She said, when I did the video on Niger, she said, this report that you gave us went straight to my heart. Both my grandfathers fought in World War II, and I recall both of my state senators. She said, I got voicemail, of course, but I left a strong message to help our troops. This is scandalous. It is scandalous. But from what I understand, they are taking measures to bring our troops home from Niger. Yeah, they are. And I think it's because too many voices are now being heard, especially those of ours that are on social media. And here is an email from a community member. She said, I just wanted to share some news with you. You remember I was getting all of those free jars out of the shed? Oh, girl, how could I forget? That was a gold mine. She said, well, they were mostly old mayo jars with a little bit of actual canning jars. Well, someone placed an ad on Marketplace for jars for $150. Then when contacted, she said she had about 1,000 jars. 1,000 jars. Shut the front door, you lint liquor. She said, so I went. First load brought back 466 jars, included some half gallons. Love the half gallons, girl. Love them because I store my pasta in them. I love them. She said, and lots of pints and quarts and a few half pints. All were actually canning jars except about 5 to 6 gallon jars. A few used regular mouth lids, and a couple were lug lid pickle jars. That's okay. You could still use it for storage. She said, today I went back for another load, brought home another 467 jars this time, of which 5 were like 3/4 and 1 gallon jars. After loading them all up, we roamed around and discovered more cases of jars that I'll be going back for another day. This is all numerous gallon jars of pure cane syrup. What? There's another building we haven't checked out yet, but joking aside, we may find jars in there too. Girl, where are you finding these people? There's a lot of old and semi-rare jars in all the jars I'm getting, and all I can say is I think I've got enough jars. Laugh out loud. That's She said he also gave me 2 5-gallon buckets with glass lids for jars and numerous metal bands and lids for the glass tops. Also got a key ring with a collection of old skeleton keys. I love skeleton keys. Stop it. Are you serious? She said, we'll be trying them out on the old locks at the other house. It's an old Victorian with old original doorknobs. Just thought I'd get a kick out of what I've been getting lately. I love it. Oh my God. So here is an email from a community member, and she sent in some really awesome pictures. She said, we got this. She said, we're lucky. We got 2 cases of cinnamon rolls or cinnamon buns, a case of bacon bits. Oh man, it's good. And some milk for my husband in this the child size curtains, some onions that I'm dehydrating, awesome sauce, and powdering or powder against to cook with. He said things are getting low. They're not having much to give out. I hate to hear that because there's more people out there that need food. Pray for us. Thank you. God bless. Sweetheart, you're always in my prayers. You're such a good friend of mine. I love you. Oh, that's so sweet. Here you go. So here's a picture that I got from a community member. And in the subject line, she just put bugs. And I said, okay. take, take a look at this. It's so cute. So here's a picture of a prep that a community member bought, and it's a restored Cobra Electronics Model 29 LX Max Professional CB radio. It's refurbished, but who cares? Looks like it came from Lametz, and she only paid 120 bucks for it. Beautiful. So here's an email from my good friend Trish that you all know and love. And she said, is this mandatory? Because it seems like it since they push it at you. 15, 20, 25% of what? Our tickets. Seriously, percentage of what? I am known to pay $3,000 plus for a first class ticket at 20%. That's 600 bucks to fondle my folded clothing. She said, and do we have to pay extra for a frickin' pat down now? Geez, I've had cheaper dates than that. Stop it. You've had cheaper dates than that. Oh my God, you're stop. So she left a link, and I'll put that in the description. Talking about airplane tickets. I don't know because I don't fly anywhere. Oh, good Lord. To fondle your folded clothing. Oh, Jesus Christmas. I love you, Trish. I really do. And I miss the hell out of you. And before I go, here's a picture that I'm going to put up for you really quick, okay? And I'm going to read it to you because she said, did you see this? You should investigate what this is all about. And it says, never be too prepared. Okay. This was posted on a homesteading group that I'm in. This is really crazy for Facebook. Okay. And it says, are you concerned that someone you know is becoming too prepared? We care about preventing extremism on Facebook. Others in your situation received a confidential report. So, are you too concerned about someone who is becoming too prepared? Are you? Turn us in, will you please? So, um, I don't do Facebook. I refuse to do Facebook because of crap like this. Okay. Um, I used to have a Facebook years and years ago, and then I saw all the agenda and the crapola that was coming about. And this was back in 2016, 2017, 2018. And I I couldn't do it anymore. And I deleted everything. And I'm like, no. I mean, I used to have Instagram. I used to have all of that. And I said, I saw it all coming. And I said, no, I deleted everything. And my husband still has a Facebook. And, every once in a while I'll go on there, to see what like my sisters are doing or whatever the case may be. And, you know, it's disturbing. It really truly is, but I literally go on for like 2 seconds, oh, what's my sister Sharon posting about my nephew Alex or whatever, and then I'm done. You know, Even my kids, they don't even have Facebook anymore. Nobody's got it anymore. Nobody, you know what I mean? It's like, and I swear it's because of things like this. You know what I mean? And you know, when it comes to like Facebook and stuff, I think it's becoming way too censored, and I think it's only going to get worse. That's why I don't do social media anymore. You know, I mean, this right here, okay, me talking to you and having the videos and stuff. This is as far as I go. I mean, I don't even do Twitter or whatever the hell it's called anymore. I mean, to have Twitter, I have it, but it's only to speak to YouTube when I need to, because that's the only way that you can speak to uh, your representative, your YouTube representative. But other than that, I don't go on it. Like if someone sends me something from Twitter, or my husband wants me to see something, you know what I mean? Okay, yeah, and then I'll look at it. But other than that, I only use YouTube, Twitter, sorry, to speak to my YouTube representative, and that's it. But that I honestly, I don't care about what goes on in social media. I mean, I know people that literally say, "Well, if it happened on Facebook, it must be true." Excuse me, when did that happen? I mean, it's just it's getting ridiculous. I mean, I literally, like my mom, my mother-in-law, she literally got scammed. Okay, okay, you guys have heard of Omaha Steaks, right? Butcher Box, Block, whatever the hell it's called, Omaha Steaks, right? And she ordered, it's called the family package, or family, whatever it's called, family something. And she ordered it on April 8th, and she paid for it, right? And she never received it. So what was it? Month Last Tuesday, last Monday, something like that. She got a hold of Omaha Steaks, and she, like, went on their website or whatever, and she said, "This is what's going on. I need your help." And they said, "I'm sorry, but the ads that you see on Facebook for Omaha Steaks are scams. Only go to the actual website." So she obviously had to contact her credit card company, whatever the case may be, and she got refunded the money and stuff like that. I think that there's way too many scams going on Facebook, you know. So I think that not a lot, when they do censor, they don't censor the right things. If you catch my drift, you know what I'm saying. And too many of our elderly don't look for the, what's the word? How am I supposed to put this? They don't realize that when they're clicking on something that it's a scam, because they see, oh, Omaha Steaks, I've heard of them. Click, you know what I mean? But in actuality, it's a scam. They don't think to go to omahasteaks.com or whatever the case may be to actually order from Omaha Steaks. They just see an advertisement, you know what I mean? So I guess Omaha Steaks is also going to be getting a hold of Facebook and having all of that stuff taken down, and whatever the case may be. So, all right, anyway, listen, I'm out of here. Okay. I will see you in the next one. You stay safe, you stay positive, you keep prepping, and as always, fear less, guys. Ciao.